Hey everybody, Charles here. Just want to give you a quick report of what happened at the Executive Committee Retreat and a quick report of who was there. Myself, Vice Chair Omar, we had James the Treasurer, we had Secretary Suzanne, we had At-Large Russ, and we had a bunch of regional reps, so many I had to write them down. We had Gabe Wozniak, Raquel Okie, Joshua Folsom, who by the way recorded the entire event, so he may have audio if somebody wants it. I don't know what he's got. I didn't listen to it. Carl Dickey, Audrey Capozzi, Robert Enright. That was a lot of executive committee there. And then we had other people. We had Paul Stanton, Ann Augustus, and Victus. They were both there. That was fantastic. And we had Randy Wiseman. That was good. He was had a lot of good things to say. In fact, everybody had a lot of good things to say. We really had a great discussion. But there were more. We had committee chairs. We had John Thompson from the Candidates Committee. We had Tony Sellers from the Rules Committee. We had Joseph Wendt, who's vice chair of the Convention Committee. So the committees were well represented. The EC, we had candidates. We even had Derek from the Orange County affiliate. He was there, the chair. Thank you, Derek, for coming on out. And my very favorite LPF member in the whole world, Michelle. Love you, babe. Okay, so what did we talk about? We spent 6 hours essentially in this meeting, and we talked about a lot of things. Unfortunately, it's such a big project and organization that 6 hours really isn't enough. But the highlight is we are definitely coming out of this year, going into the legislative session with guns blazing. I've been in discussions with Lawrence Gillis. Larry Gillis. He doesn't like to be called Lawrence. Larry Gillis. He's the chair of the Legislative Review Committee, and we, in conjunction with him and with Allison Foxall from the Communications Committee and with the executive, we came up with a protocol how we will be able to review legislation, either oppose it or support it, and then get that with a complete package out to the membership, to the affiliates, to volunteers, even to like-minded associated alliance groups that might be interested. And we're going to stay ahead of the legislative session. That's hard to do. Legislative session can actually move very quickly. It seems like it goes slow, and then poof, it goes real fast, and that's sort of what happens. And we're definitely getting very ramped up into that. We're going to begin starting that. I will be reaching out to all the affiliate chairs and just the affiliate officers in general, talking about our plan and how they can expect to be part of this effort to let Tallahassee know what we think of the laws they want to pass. You know, do we like them or we don't? If we like them, we have to say so, right? And if we don't, we need to say so too. And we're going to, in the packet that you would get, it would explain which principle that we think it either upholds or violates. So that's going to be real good. It's going to make it real easy to be active and to have our voice heard in Tallahassee. And we also talked about the Constitutional Revision Commission. That's a little longer planning, but that will begin. You'll see some fruits coming from that very shortly as well. And we also talked about some more mundane things like organizational continuity. What happens if officers are no longer able to discharge the duties of their office, or if a regional rep is gone or whatever, how we will go ahead. And we also talked about that at the committee level. What happens if a chair suddenly is vacant or whatever? And we have some pretty good plans on to keep that up, because you know we saw what happened the last time the LPF was essentially decapitated, and how debilitating that was for a long time. And we don't want that to happen again ever. And so we're going to put that in place so that that will continue going forward for a very long time, hopefully. And we talked really about a lot of things that worked philosophically and worked practically. We talked a lot about how to set objective, measurable goals. We'll definitely be publishing all that sort of stuff. And the last thing that we talked about was our more longer-term plans revolving around the upcoming 2018 election cycle. We have a little bit more time on that. Not a lot, but a little bit more time on that. So we'll put some more brain cells behind that. And with that said, the feedback was universal. Everybody that I talked to had a good time at the meeting and found it useful. And we'll be having another one. I haven't exactly decided where or when, but it'll be 2 months or 3 months away from now. We'll have one, and maybe two more fairly shortly. They were very useful. In any case, you'll be seeing some documentation printed out and made available. If you have any questions, always please call me or send me an email, and I'll try to get you some answers. Live free.